What's up, you guys? I'm back. Hey, I wore my natural hair today just for you. Okay, thanks to the internet, we can all be a part of the conversation. Let's get into the video. Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good, you?
I'm okay. How old are you?
I'm 26.
First name.
I'm Nelly.
All right. So, what's your criticism or critique of my content?
So basically, I feel like it's not really a criticism, but it's something that I think you should work on. I do feel like you do focus on high value men a lot when there are high value females out there that are, I'm nervous, I'm sorry, that there are high value females that are out there, and they are making things like just like the high value men is doing their things too. We are doing the same thing also. And I do agree. Some Black females do come in here and do
Okay.
things.
So, hold on. Don't go off.
Right.
I should focus on what?
So I think you should focus on, you do give high, like females, Black, I'm sorry, English is my third language, so I'm like trying to process.
I should focus on what?
So focus, not really focus, but try to highlight females that are out here making it high value females.
So she thinks that on his show, he should promote the high value female just as much as he promotes the high value man. But that's not what his platform is about. You're basically asking him to change the premise of his content entirely. And that's what's making him them coins, you know. People like Kevin Samuels, they define what a high value man is. What a high value man actually is, I don't know that anybody actually knows, but it's because of platforms like his that we get different definitions of what it looks like. And if you want the definition of a high value woman, or you would like to talk, you know, kind of spin it to where the content is about high value women and how to get one and what that looks like, why not start your own platform? Don't go to somebody else's platform and tell them how to run things. Say, oh yeah, I think that you should change this entire concept, the main thing that you're known for, and make it look like this. That you can't do that.
Okay.
What do you go to Essence, Ebony, Madame Noir, any of these female platforms and tell them to change who they target their message to?
Not at all. That's not how I came in.
And that's exactly what you're trying to do when you say something like that. That's not the audience that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a very specific audience. My niche is maybe something different than what you're looking for, and that's fine. There's different content out there for different people.
Stop. Is this a platform for men or for women?
I believe for men.
Right.
And I mean, I do love what you're doing. You putting a lot of Black men out there.
What makes a woman high value?
I believe from following your show, you did say that making like amount type of money, like a 6-figure. The way that he basically dressed himself.
What makes a woman, a female high value?
I think the amount of money that they make, either 6-figure, the way that they, you know, feminine, divine feminine energy, I believe is a way that you should carry yourself, not just be too loud, or most people will say ghetto. You need to have like some type of education. No,
I don't think that anybody really knows what the definition of a high value woman is, and that's interesting because over the past couple of years, I think Black men with their platforms on YouTube, with podcasts, with social media the past few years, Black men have really been defining what a high value man is, what it looks like, and on the opposite end, we don't have anybody to tell us what a high value woman is and what that looks like. I can't think of any examples of the equivalent of a high value woman. So if you're out there and you're thinking of some new content, or maybe you want to break into the YouTube space, that might be your niche. You never know. Or maybe I should start doing that. You guys think that I should start defining what a high value woman looks like and start doing like the opposite of Kevin Samuels? Maybe I should start talking to men and kind of flipping it so we can see both sides of the story. Let me know what you guys think about that. That might be my multi-million-dollar idea. I don't know. Just saying.
No, being rich doesn't have to do with education. You can just wake up, do content, and become rich. So education starts.
You can just wake up, do content, and become rich.
Well, not like that. You have to put work into it. Everything that
you could just wake up, do content, and become rich? For real?
That you do, you have to put work into.
Ma'am, what you just described that makes a woman high value is the same thing you said that makes a man high value.
Yes.
So are men and women equal?
I believe not, because men have to do a lot more.
What makes a woman high value is her, men decide which women are high value. We decide which women are most desired and most in demand. And that's not what men value in a woman. None of the things you said. See, the problem is women like yourself want us to value what you value. We don't care about your money because we don't get to spend it. We don't care about your education because it's not going into our benefit. You know what men want in general, black men in particular? They want women like you to wear your natural hair.
Okay.
That's one of the biggest comments people keep saying. Stop playing with your hair.
Okay.
Okay, so to me, braids are natural. Like, they're the most natural of all the different hairstyles. Braids are actually a protective hairstyle. Like me, when my natural hair, this is my hair. My hair is super high maintenance. Like, taking care of my hair is a lot of work. Well, compared to some other options that are available to me, compared to wearing wigs or weaves or braids, wearing my natural hair requires more attention. It requires more time. I actually have to make time for my hair. Like, it's a living, breathing part of me. Whereas with these protective hairstyles like braids, I'm saying braids particularly because I wear braids all the time. You guys know, okay? Braids are like to give me a break from my natural hair. Like, if I don't want to have to deal with my natural hair, I just want to get up and go. I spray some oil on. I'm good to go. I can put it in a bun. I can put it in a little style. It takes about 5 minutes in the morning and I'm good to go. Like, it brings you a freedom and a relief. So for me, braids are still braids are still natural. Now, when you talk about getting into weaves and wigs and lace fronts and all that stuff, that's not natural. That stuff is extra. And a lot of times that can be pretty high maintenance too. But braids are super low maintenance and they're a natural girl's go-to because once you have your hair in braids, it's like you're set. You don't have to do anything with your hair really. So if I see a woman that has like braids, I don't consider her hair is like in a non-natural state, if that makes sense. And I know that men, a lot of black men, they like women to wear their natural hair. Like, they're not really all into all that stuff. But anyway, let's go.
Would you believe that something as simple, something as quote unquote simple as hair matters that much to men?
I can believe it.
Okay. Have you heard men say there are issues with the way women are choosing to adorn their hair these days?
Yeah.
What are some of the issues?
Yeah, I hear men complain often about like colors that women put in their hair, how ridiculously long or dramatic women will have their hair. They'll be people are walking around with thousands of dollars of hair on their head. Just the maintenance, just men are not really into all the hair things that women are into, and they really, for the most part, the men that I've spoken to, they really like a woman to just be natural in her natural state. That's when I've talked to men, most of them have said that they prefer a woman to be in their natural state. I always think of Drake in his line, sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest. I hope that you don't take it wrong. That is pretty much a man's mindset. They want their woman to be as natural as possible. And I think men really value natural beauty, and women, for whatever reason, we feel like we have to add things, and I don't know. Men, if you're out there and you're watching this, let me know in the comment section. Do you prefer natural? Do you like the wigs? Do you like the weaves, the colors, all the expensive, extravagant styles that women are doing with their hair these days? Let me know, and let's keep it moving.
Some of the issues that you've heard men say they've had with what women are choosing to do with their hair?
I believe like most guys in my family hate the lace that most females are doing now. I have heard that a lot. A lot of people prefer the natural hair, no perms, no nothing, because you know that's a lot of high maintenance. And when you do wear your natural hair, you look like you are very beautiful. So I have heard that.
Lace fronts. What else?
The braids take a long time.
Well, if they're yours.
I don't think men care about how long your hair takes. Like, if that's something that you do for you, like, I don't think they're like, oh my gosh, she spends 5 hours every 2 weeks getting her hair done. Like, if it looks good, yeah, but I don't think that any men are complaining about the time it takes for you to get your hair done, because that's your time, not his time.
If they're yours, and I think braids are more acceptable than a lot of things, but even just in this conversation, if you want to talk about highlight high value women, it's hard to highlight the value of a woman when women don't even do the simple things that men are requesting regarding their hair. You know how often I talk to women who call themselves high value and they have blonde hair, red hair, green hair, lace fronts, and all those other things, and men are told to shut up and not say anything about it, but then they're not choosing these women.
Okay.
And this,
I mean, I don't think that the value of a woman is wrapped up in their hair. Like, if a woman likes her hair a certain way, like she feels more comfortable, more beautiful in her blonde or green or yellow hair or whatever it may be, I think that you have to let her do her thing. Like, if that's what she likes, that's what she likes. However, if you're with a man and he has specifically told you that he prefers your natural hair or he prefers your natural state, you have to take that into consideration, because otherwise it comes off of, who are you doing it for? If you have a man and he's told you you're more beautiful like this and this is how I like you, and you're not taking that into consideration, and you're not trying to be appeasing to your man, that's a problem. If you talk to a man and you tell him that you don't like something, or hey, I really like the way you cut your hair that day, or the way you lined up your facial hair. Men listen, and they will, when they go to the barber or when they go and have a makeover or have something done, they think about what you said in the back of their mind. They're like, my woman likes me like this, so that's what I'm gonna stick to. They make sure that the barber lines it up just like you like it, because they want to stay attractive to their women. I'll give you guys a great example. My husband prefers me to be natural. Like, he likes me with my natural hair, natural face. Like, he doesn't like me to wear a lot of makeup, a lot of stuff in my hair. He likes me in my natural state. So that's normally what I do. Like, I try to keep it very plain Jane because that's how he likes it. I remember when I first met him, he grew out his beard. And I told him, I really like your facial hair. And he used to complain because he said every time he gets facial hair, he feels like it's scratchy. He just doesn't like to maintain it. It's just, ugh. And I'm like, well, I like it. I think it makes you look grown and mature. So that's how he has been keeping his hair for me. He's been keeping his facial hair up because he knows that I like it. But before he met me, he could just shave it off and he'd be okay. Like, he's good. That's just an example of when you're in a relationship, you have to listen to the other person and say, okay, they like this, so they like this. They're going to be looking at me all the time. So let me kind of conform to what they like. Maybe every once in a while you can do something that you like. Maybe he's not going to necessarily agree with. But just remember that for the most part, you should stay within those parameters because otherwise it looks like you're doing it for somebody else or that you don't care about what your significant other thinks.
Conversation proved that you ladies hear what we say, but you don't want to do what we're asking. So we get to determine the value. I focus on high value because those are the men that men want to become, and those are the men that many men want to become for whatever their reasons are, and those are the men that women are choosing to go after.
Okay.
That's why the conversation is around that. So appreciate it. Do you have any issues other than
none at all. I love what you're doing, putting the black men's on the map. So that's all. I just wish we could get it.
I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
No problem.
Ladies, the hair conversation, often you hear women say, keep your mouth off our hair. Bullshit. If it's on your body, we're going to talk about it because you belong to me. The kids belong to you. I belong to God. We report up. There is nothing that is on or around a woman that is not a man's business. If you got a problem with that, deal with your creator. Don't make it black men's problem because we got the nerve to say something about the women that share our reflection.
I agree. I believe that women are men's business. And a lot of women like to say they wish that men would stay out of our business, that it's not their place to speak on what we like. If your man is trying to tell you something about the way you look, whether it's slim down or gain weight or wear less makeup or wear more or whatever he's telling you about your appearance, you need to listen to that. Let me know what you guys think about the conversation. I am a natural hair girl, but I do think that this topic comes up pretty often, especially in the black community. We got a lot of different hair types going on. We got a lot going on with our hair in the black community, child. So let's talk about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.